We're going to practice with a heart chakra tonight, Anahata, and breathing across your heart once you're ready. So as you take big deep breaths, maybe taking your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly, let's tune into how our body is tonight and how we're feeling. It's also Mental Health Awareness Week, and the theme of this year is kindness. So it goes really well with all of our yoga practice, as we're being kind to ourselves, cultivating loving kindness. We practice a short metta meditation before we start to move, and then we can move with this loving kindness as a prayer for ourselves, for our hearts, and for everyone around us, for our family or friends, and for the whole world. So as you close your eyes, noticing your breath in your belly, with an inhale, expanding the belly against your hand, and as you exhale, allowing the navel to draw towards the spine as you yoke your breath. Keep that going. Notice the breath from your belly expanding to your lungs and lifting your heart. As you exhale, drawing the lower belly in and grounding to the earth. Your heart chakra has a star as a symbol, and this represents the lower chakras, the three lower of the root, sacral and solar plexus, and the three upper chakras of your throat, third eye and crown, all meeting together as a star. The heart is a master cleanser as well as a master communicator and wisdom teacher. So let's take some big, deep, generous breaths across our hearts, really filling up and emptying out, maybe sighing out as you exhale. And having one more big sigh. Now just noticing your own natural rhythm of a soft, easeful, steady breath. Or you could practice Ujjayi breath with a sound as your intention and deepen your breath that way. Let's focus on loving kindness, which is called metta. And to do this, you just simply repeat these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And feeling that across your heart and through. And then thinking about someone else in your life and extending this to them from your heart field out to the world. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And noticing how that feels and how you can imagine them being. And then extending this to the whole world, feeling your heart's field moving out and in circumference growing wider and wider. May all be happy. May all be well. May all be peaceful and at ease. And breathing through with green air energy of your heart chakra, refreshing with growth, wisdom, love, peace, understanding and forgiveness. Taking one more big breath, please. Now let's move with our heart's energy. We'll cross our legs the opposite way, front leg to the back. Take your elbows to the sides of the body, palms face up, and then move the hands out and in, just noticing the shoulder blades to stretch across your chest, your collarbones. Keep breathing with your own steady rhythm. And again, this can be Ujjayi sound, victorious breath, if you like making that sound of the ocean waves. Imagining your breath was cleansing through as it is, and each breath with length and with focus. One more breath, please. And then let's take our hands to our shoulders. We'll do shoulder circles, moving the elbows forward and around. Easing up the shoulders. Notice each shoulder and if one's tighter than the other. And some more loving kindness there. More breath awareness there, perhaps. One more big breath as we circle around. And then let's keep our hands to our shoulders. We'll turn to the left and turn to the right. And keep that going, but maybe pick it up at a faster pace, even faster than me if you like, if you're not too stiff. Or it could be slower as well, just exploring, but noticing the back of the ribcage, the shoulders getting stretched, the front of your collarbones and your chest. Keep breathing through. One more. And coming back to center. Lift our hands up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms of the hands up, press to your sit bones and your feet, lengthen to the sky, the palms. Let's move from side to side, swaying palm tree. And ease the shoulders again, soften across your shoulders and your face, your jaw. One more, ending on the opposite side you didn't start with. Lift the hands up again, reaching to the sky. And then we're going to drop the right hand down, take the left arm over. Take some big circles round, that we usually do. Circling across our shoulder, our heart, opening. And then going to the other side. Taking big circles round again. Noticing any difference between your left and your right. Left feminine and right masculine. And then meet together with your heart. And come up to center now, and then take it onto our hands and knees, please. Hands into shoulders, knees into hips. Firm the pads of the hands down, spreading the fingers, and press the tops of the feet down and the toes. Simple cat-cow with an inhale, lift the chest and the tailbone back. Exhale to round, draw up through the core and press the ground away. Inhale to lengthen again, lifting your heart and gaze. Exhale to round, hollowing and spreading across the back of the shoulders. One more time. Inhale to lengthen, looking forwards. And exhale to round, press the ground away. Let's move back to child's pose now. Hips to your heels. Stretch your hands forward onto your fingertips. Have a little sway from side to side. Maybe you kind of angle your body at a tilt and you're moving one shoulder and one arm up and then the other. Soften your face and your jaw. Then let's take our palms together and the hands to the back of the neck. The prayer for the back of your heart, breathing through the back of the body. Big deep breath to the back of the lungs. And then taking hands forward, let's arch them over to the left. Right hand can just be over the left hand to increase the stretch in your head. Soft hanging between the upper arms. Taking the hands over to the right and the left hand over the right if you like. Pressing the hips back and the left hip to left heel. Coming to center, we'll try half mounting heart pose first, and then we'll do the full one after we've done both sides. So let's cross our left hand to the front of the mat, reach the right hand forward, lift your hips up so they're above your knees, and then start to lower down, the forehead on the forearm of your left hand and the right hand reaching forwards. Feel this nice stretch to the armpit, across the shoulder, across your heart. Maybe you feel it in the left shoulder as well. And as we press the hips back, but keep them lifted, increasing the stretch through the sides of the body and the spine. Coming up and switch to the other side. Right forearm cross, left hand in front, forehead on the forearm again. And as we breathe through, noticing the third eye of your forehead, looking down to your heart.
down through all the chakras to your root. One more big breath, lengthening through the spine. And then coming up a little bit, take both hands forward now. Reach them forward and lower your heart down. Your head can be on the mat to help, and your forehead again with your third eye. Or you can tilt the chin forward, and that takes it into a deeper stretch with the heart lowering to the ground more. So your choice. Notice if your neck is a bit provoked from it, and try and just balance so you're not tensing the neck if your chin is down. One more breath. And then slowly coming up. Take it into our tabletop again, hands under shoulders. Firm the feet and lift the knees off the ground. Floating tabletop. We'll just hover here for a few more moments. If you like to lift your knee to your upper arm to increase your core activity, you can. One more breath. And then let's take our hips back and up. Pedal out the feet, walk the feet back a little bit so that you've got your full length of your down dog. We'll check that full length now, coming forward to plank with an inhale. Notice the hands spread, the pads of the hands down. The inner elbows are facing towards each other. Notice your shoulders lifted, core engaged, firm the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, send the inner thighs back and up for down dog. Inhale forward again for plank. Once more, exhale back for down dog, bending the knees, sending the pelvis back. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Now let's walk the feet, one crosses over the other, all the way to the front of the mat. Keep one foot crossed over the other as we fold, with an inhale looking forwards. Exhale to fold in, draw up through your pelvis and lower belly. Feel the breath to the back of the body, leveling the shoulders, breathing across your heart and lungs. Coming up halfway, take the front foot to the back now, crossing the feet the other way and fold when you're ready. Lifting up through the pelvis again, through the core, lengthening your heart forward over the legs. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And then looking forward, take both feet hip distance apart towards the top of the mat, holding on to opposite elbows that sway from side to side. Make the sway a bit more active and deliberate, so you're turning and looking under one upper arm and then going to the other side. Both knees have a bit of a bend, always with a soft bend as we forward fold and take majority of our poses in yoga. Try and always have a tiny bend, even if the leg's supposed to be straight, so you're helping your joints with loving kindness. One more each way, ending on the opposite side you didn't start with your swaying. Drop the hands down, start to bounce through the ankles, bounce up through the knees, up through the hips, to your heart, and soften your shoulders. Get some weight into the arms and drop out through the joints, everything jiggle and wiggle a little bit. Great, let's come to stillness and then just shake one leg forward, shaking the joints, the toes, pull the flesh from the bone. Yeah, take it to the other side. Notice your balance as you do. Lift through your core a little bit. Now let's shake one arm out to the side. And shake the other arm. Make it all jiggle and wiggle. Great, we'll take our hands up to the sky. Interlace the palms again, and just like we did when we were seated, swaying palm tree, take the hands over one side and hips to the other, then back up to center and over to the other side. Keep that going. Notice your feet level, your shoulders soft but active, your face and your jaw are soft and relaxed. Notice your core and the feet all the way through. One more big breath, and ending on the side you didn't start with again, please. And then let's come to standing. We'll start with our flow now. Hands reach up over the top of our heads. And then interlace the fingers, index finger pointing up. Send your love out, up to the sky, through your index finger like an arrow, like a shooting love to the world, a fountain of love. Set your intention for your practice. And this could be an affirmation to coincide with your heart. And then as you breathe that out, let's prepare for our sun salutations. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees as you lower. Inhale, look forward to a flat back, lift lower belly. Exhale, hands down, step back with right foot, low or high lunge. If you want to be softer, try the low, of course. Lifting hands overhead. We'll take a variation, we're going to hold on to our right hand, right wrist, and hands over to the left. Feel the feet and feel this right side of the body. One more breath. Exhale, hands down, step it back to plank. You can have your knees down if you need to, of course. And then knees, chest, chin, lower your heart to the ground, bend the elbows to the sides of the body. Inhale, lift the heart for cobra. Feet are flat, extend through the legs to the glutes, lift through the spine and the gaze. Exhale, tuck your toes and lengthen back to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths, you can always pedal out your dog. Maybe lifting one foot and circling the ankle round each way, and going to the other foot, circling the ankle one way and then the other. We'll inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, hug the knee in, step it forward, top of mat. Low or high lunge again, your choice. Reaching hands up overhead. Let's take the left wrist now and hands over to the right. Pressing to the feet, noticing the stretch through, breathing across your heart. One more big breath. And then exhale, hands down, stepping forwards with an inhale. Looking forwards, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to the top, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, forward fold, down again. Inhale, looking forward, lift your heart. Exhale, stepping left foot back into lunge, low or high, your choice. Inhale, reach the hands high. Let's drop the prayer to the back of the head again. Soften your shoulders even though they're actively stretching. Feel your face and jaw soft again. Maybe looking up a little bit. One more breath. Feeling all the way through. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to plank with an inhale. Press the ground away. Exhale, lowering your style, knees, chest, chin on chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart to cobra. Let's try upward facing dog this moment now. We'll press the feet down, lift the knees, and lengthen to your heart. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Feel the hands and feet. Then lower your knees, tuck your toes, and lift up to downward facing dog. 3 more big breaths. If you need to rest in child's pose, you're really welcome to. Have a sigh as well across your heart. Inhale, lift left foot up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, low or high lunge again, your choice. Hands up to the sky, taking your prayer to the back of your neck again. Soften, feel your core lifting through lower belly. Lifting your heart and gaze a little bit. Elbows back. Exhale, hands down, stepping forwards with an inhale. Looking forwards, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold, lift lower belly and shoulders. Inhale, rise up to the top, looking up, press to the feet. Exhale, forward fold, down again. Inhale to lengthen, looking forwards. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with right foot. We'll ground the right heel down now and lift up warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Hips are facing forwards. Feel through the right glute to the right heel. Notice the outer edge of the right foot firm to the mat. So you turn it down slightly and lift the inner arch up. We're firming up through our thighs, engaging. Feel the feet and reach up to the sky through your hands, through your heart. Let's start to bow down. We'll do 3 bows. Exhale, lower, soften your shoulders. Inhale to rise up, engage your legs. Exhale to forward fold again. Inhale to rise once more. Exhale to lower, bowing to your body and your home. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, let's open warrior 2. Feet a bit wider down the side, length side of the mat, and notice the left big toe just beyond the knee. Hands are turned up to work our upper arms, and let's make some little movements with the palms facing up first of all. Then we'll turn the palms down, and then the palms back, and then the palms forward. Great, moving our wings of our hearts. Inhale, lift the left hand up, exalted warrior, looking up. Exhale, left forearm to thigh, right arm up and over. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths, so choose your option. Right hand can be behind the back, and you can just stay there, easing this right shoulder back. You can lower down to the left inside of the foot, or even the outside of the foot. It's nicer inside of the right shoulder back. If you want to take the bind, you're welcome to, but that sometimes feels a bit stiff and clunky. So be with loving kindness and your heart opening, looking up to the sky if possible. Exhale, let's take the body down towards the ground and move this left foot over to the left, the lizard pose. Hands on the ground. And when we're in lizard this time, we're going to lift the hips back a bit to straighten the front leg. And then down the leg again, looking forwards. Twice more. Lift the leg back. Inhale, forward. Sorry, take the hips back as you exhale. Inhale, forwards. Now staying here for a few more breaths. You can tilt the left foot so it's on its outer edge to the mat, and the inner arch is lifted for a deeper hip stretch, the knee going out to the side a bit more. You can lower to your forearms if that's your practice. One more breath. And then flattening the foot. Let's lift this left foot back and up again. Now what we're going to do is take the left knee forward to the left upper arm, lower arm, lift it up to the left upper arm again, and then place the knee down on the ground. Notice where the foot is, so that the knee's behind your left wrist for pigeon pose. Notice where this left foot is. Then we're going to engage the foot and take the hips back again. Inhale, lower the knee down, look forward, keep that going. Exhale, take the hips back. Inhale, lower down, look forward. One more time. Exhale, back with the hips. And inhale, forward. So rest for pigeon now. Moving the right foot back as straight as possible through the legs. There's no buckling or twisting of the foot and the ankle. Firm this left foot and flex the toes a little bit to protect your knee and your hip. Have the hands out to the sides, lengthen and lift up. We'll take 3 lower downs as we exhale, lower down. Softly drop through your core. Inhale, rise up, feel the tailbone hips. Exhale to lower, bowing your heart. Inhale to reach back up. One more time. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lengthen and lift. And this time let's lower all the way down, taking the hands forward and resting. Maybe the forehead's on the ground and the fingers extending forwards, or you have your forearms crossed with the forehead on top. Maybe if you find it hard to go down, you just have your forearm, your elbows down as a Sphinx variation. Taking 3 more big breaths. Breathing through the back of the body, from the back foot all the way, lengthening with your breath, with your body. Expanding across your heart. Now let's take the hands down to the ground, firm the hands, tuck the right toes under, move the right knee and the foot up the mat a few times. Then lift this left leg up and back for three-legged dog. We'll shake out the leg, all the joints, shaking the flesh from the bone. Press both hands equal. And then just bend the knee briefly for a scorpion stretch. We'll flex the left foot and look under the left upper arm. Great, take the left foot down and have a pedal out. And we'll go to the other side. Inhale, let's lift right foot up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, warrior one, grounding left heel down to the top of the mat. Hands up overhead when you're ready. Feeling this left heel firm, the outer edge of the left foot and the inner arch lifted. The outer edge of the left foot's down. Pressing to both feet like that, lifting through the inner arches. Feel your core lengthen to the top. Take the palms together and the hands to the back of the neck again. And now we'll do 3 bows. I'm not sure if we did that last time or not, I can't remember. But 3 bows as we exhale low. Inhale to rise. Exhale to low. Inhale to rise. Once more. Exhale, lying down. And inhale to rise. Exhale, let's open warrior 2, hands out to the sides. Firm the feet again, check they're long through the center line of the mat, and you can see the right big toe just beyond the knee. Do the hand movements again, palms facing up, little pulses with our wings from our heart. Palms facing down. Palms facing back as you pulse. Feeling all around the shoulders. Keeping the legs strong. And palms facing forwards. Feel the air around. Green air energy of your heart chakra. Still the arms with an inhale, lift right hand up, exalted warrior. Exhale, right forearm to thigh, left arm up and over for your side angle. Choosing your options again. Maybe this left forearm drops behind the back and you stay there, or the right hand lowers down and you stay there, or you take your bind, both hands behind the right thigh as you hook the hands. Keep your gaze over the left shoulder, turning, lifting your heart, lifting your gaze. Pressing to both feet, feel the legs strong and firm. And then exhale, turn to face the mat. Move your right foot over to the diagonal on the right side. The toes are turned out in the same direction as your knee. And we'll keep it here for that activation with our legs stretched through the hips. So as you exhale, press the hips back. Inhale, move forward and look forwards. Exhale, press the hips back. Inhale, looking forwards. Once more. Exhale, press the hips back. Inhale, looking forward. Settling now for your lizard. Either hands as they are, back knee can be down to help you, or you're on your forearms. You can go onto the outer edge of the foot again, moving the knee out to the side and stretching a bit more. Taking 2 more breaths, please. Feeling your breath expanding across your heart, lengthening through. Exhale, press the foot down, and then let's take it back to 3-legged down dog. As you inhale, reach the foot up. Exhale, bend the right knee to the right upper arm, lower arm, upper arm again, and then place it just behind the right wrist. We'll check where this right foot is, and then we're going to do those 3 lifts with our hips now. So lifting the hips back as you exhale. Inhale, take the knee down, looking forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, forwards. Once more. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. And now we settle for our pigeon pose. Softening the left foot and checking that that left leg is straight behind you. Lengthen, lift up through your torso, hands to the sides, maybe on your fingertips for spider hands, lift into your heart. Let's take 3 bows as we exhale, softening. Inhale to rise up, feel the hips and the tailbone. Exhale to soften down. Inhale to rise. Once more, exhale to soften. And inhale to rise. Keeping the length, settle all the way down now. Taking the hands forward, crossing your forearms if you like, or forehead to the mat. Soften through your arms, through your shoulders. And if you had Sphinx for the other side, of course, taking your Sphinx with your elbows to the ground. Taking 5 big breaths here, breathing through. Noticing the breath and how you can deepen your awareness of your breath. One more big breath. And then let's take the hands back to your shoulder width apart. Turn the left toes under, walk the knee and the foot up again. Shorten your stance. We have 3-legged dog. Reach that right foot behind, bend the knee, open the hip and send the foot back. Flexing the foot for scorpion dog as you look under the right upper arm. Feel the heart lifting and turning to the sky as you look under, hands balanced. Exhale, take the foot down and just have a pedal out. Notice your hands and your feet through your hips, your shoulders, to your heart at your center. Sending a downward pointing triangle all the way to your root chakra and an upward pointing triangle all the way up to the crown of your head. We'll now try wild thing on both sides. So we're going to lift our left foot up, bend the left knee for scorpion dog again, looking under the left upper arm, flex the foot, and then you can take the left foot behind the right, hip distance apart so they're wide, turn the feet to face the back of the mat, the hips lift, heart lifts, and left hand over the head. Keep lifted in your right shoulder and taking the weight between the feet and the shoulder. Exhale, left hand down, pull the left knee in, kick the left foot out to the right now, straight legs as you lift your hips, lift the right hand up for rock star. Well done. Exhale, hand down. Let's turn on the back foot, lift the left foot up to the sky again. And then exhale, lower it down to the ground. Have a pedal out and we'll go to the other side now. You can rest in child's pose if you need to, of course. We'll do some wrist circling after this, so it's not too hard on your wrist. Inhale, lift right foot up, bend the right knee. Scorpion dog, looking under right upper arm. Flex the foot, feel from the hands balanced up to the top toes. And then taking your right foot behind the left, hip distance apart. Turn the feet to face the back, lift the hips, lift the heart, right hand up overhead. Lift through your left shoulder. Well done. Exhale, take that hand down. Turn on the back foot, pull the right knee in. Kick the right foot over to the left. Straight legs, lift right hip, lift left hand. Lift up through your core. And then exhale, left hand down. Turn again on the back foot. Lift the right foot up, extending it high, and then take it down for a pedal out. Well done. We'll lower all the way down to the ground now. Your own way, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Let's rest in crocodile for a few moments, crossing our forearms and swaying our feet over our legs. Have a sigh. Now let's come up into Sphinx, but we're just going to take the elbows underneath the shoulders and turn our wrists around like this. Move on to the front of your thighs when you're ready, and just wiggle the front of the thighs to the ground. Check that the elbows are balanced as you circle around your wrists. Maybe making stars with the fingers in and out of your palms. And then let's take the palms down to the ground for Sphinx pose. Lengthen from the toes all the way through the legs. Lift through your glutes, through your spine, your heart. Soften your shoulders back. Lengthen to the crown of your head. Softening your jaw as well. Lifting your heart each breath. Each inhale, you can lift your heart, and exhale to soften. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, softening. One more big breath across the back of your heart as well. And then we'll stay here. You can rest if you need to, or we'll take seal, the harder variation. We turn the fingers out to the sides, and the thumb and index finger form a V to the front of the mat. Walk your hands back towards you a little bit more and lift up. Check that the inner elbows are both equal and that they're facing inwards a little bit, but as if you could draw a line from the inner elbow to the center point of your thumb and your index finger. So notice that. As we pull our elbows into the sides softly, lengthen through the heart. Feel from the toes all the way to the crown of the head. Breathe through. One more big deep breath. Lengthening, lifting up. Slight bend in the elbows. And then slowly lowering down. Let's take crocodile pose. Crossing your other forearm on top, so whichever one you normally do, just switch it to the other side. You can sway your feet again, easing your lower back, your hips. We'll take two more variations of crocodile. We're going to take the hands underneath the chin and the elbows to the mat. Just wiggle them in a little bit, walk them in until you're comfy. And the front of the thighs are down. Maybe the elbows need to be a tiny bit further forward so that you can lift your heart forward. Nice stretch through the back of the neck and the back of the shoulders. You're tilting your chin, lifting your heart, pelvis and the belly's on the ground, lifting forward for an active crocodile. Great, let's slow it down now. Take the hands behind your ears and the fingers are there. As you pull your elbows up to the sides, we're in active crocodile again. Lifting your heart, you can tuck the toes under, firm the feet, feel through the leg line, lengthen the spine forwards, lifting your heart. One more big breath. If tucking your feet's too hard, of course, drop to flat feet. And then lower down for crocodile to rest. Swaying your feet over the legs side to side. Swaying through your heart with your breath. We'll practice just a couple more back bends and it will get us set up for full bow. So let's take half bow on each side and we'll move the left forearm to the front of the mat, left elbow a bit further forward than the shoulder, grab your right foot behind you. If you can't get the right foot, a belt or a scarf or a towel would help. As we flex the right foot, press the left toes to the mat, lengthen and lift up. Feel the right shoulder back. Lengthening your heart forward, lifting with your breath. One more big breath, flexing those right toes. Maybe spread the toes away from each other. And then lowering down. Let's change to the other side. Right forearm crosses to the front and the left hand back. Flex the left foot, pulling yourself up, being with that loving kindness again. Soften your left shoulder, lift your heart. Two more big breaths, breathing through. Spreading the toes again if you can. And then lowering down. Taking both hands to both feet. Big toes and knees together to start with. Shuffle your shoulders back, so like you're shrugging your shoulders back a little bit at first. Then let's lift up. Press through the legs, flex the feet to lift the body up. And then you can point the feet up to lift the legs up as well. Big deep breaths. Inhale to lift and exhale to soften. Maybe a little rock, a little pulse if you like that. You can rock forward a bit more if you like the rocking motion. Go easy though, don't overdo it. Flexing the feet just helps to pull the body up a bit more. Pointing for the legs one more time. Big deep breath, lift your heart, looking forwards. And then exhale, lowering down. Well done. Take resting crocodile, crossing the forearms, swaying your feet from side to side. Okay, let's take the hands onto shoulders from the feet. Press up and back to child's pose, please. As you meet in child's pose, let's move our knees a bit wider so they're mat width apart. Keep stability in your pelvis, so you're not dropping down too much in the pelvis, but you're taking the stretch back to the hips, moving back. Lengthen your heart to the ground and your head lowers. Feel this really nice stretch through the spine. Lengthening the heart forwards. One more breath. We'll now lift up a little bit, move the knees a bit close together so they're in line with your hips. We take the hands behind and just rest fully with our shoulders totally relaxed. Resting across the back of your lungs, your heart. Breathing through, have a sigh. When you're ready, coming up to seated position, please. Then we'll take our hands behind our back, interlacing them. Check that your knees are level with the hips so that they're in line. And we'll press back with our hands clasped through the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Level your face, your chin. Notice which thumb and index finger is on top. And now let's switch to the other side. Pressing the hands back. We'll take a nice shoulder stretch, taking the hands to your right side of your body. Draw the right elbow in, and then the right ear to right shoulder. Feeling this nice stretch across the left side of your shoulder, your neck. Coming back to center, take the hands the opposite side body to the left, tuck the left elbow in, everything's equal and balanced, and then take the left ear over to the left shoulder. Softening through your right side, breathing through. Feel your chest and your heart. And then coming back to center. Going to do something funny, take our head to the ground, the hands still interlaced, lift your hands up, feet can separate so that they're about hip distance apart to steady yourself. And you're tucking your crown of your head to the ground and just getting ready for any headstand prep that you want to do. I'll give you that as an option, but because we're going easy tonight, you may not want to do it. But we're just feeling all the blood moving to the head, the mind, from the heart to the mind to balance our heart and our mind. Sending more love to our mind, loving kindness. One more breath, pressing the hands up and over. And then slowly coming down. I'm just going to check the time. I have my phone next to me. Okay, we've got 15 minutes to go. Great. So now let's take our legs forward and we'll sit with our hips. We're going to practice cow face or Vinyasa And we've got a choice to either do it half with one leg straight or both knees bent. So I'll take you through it, wrapping our right leg over our left, so the right foot is over to the left side. Can you see that? So it's right over. And the left leg can stay straight, or if you feel it's okay for you, bending both knees, and both knees are stacked on top of each other, or more or less. You can take the hands to the mat, lift your bum, and then press the hips down again to squash, to seal everything in a bit more. Let's take our forearms behind us. So either choosing that straight leg or the knees bent. Forearms behind, lift your heart, level your face and your head. Have a breath through, breathing deeply. And then let's cross our arms the other way. So crossing your forearm to the other side, that's touching your back. Noticing the hands may feel a bit weird like this, and your tighter side will be stretching. Keep lengthening through the spine, lifting your heart, softening your face. One more big breath. And then we'll lift the hands up over the head to the sky. Bending your left elbow, take your right hand to the elbow to just ease the hand gently down the back, palms facing the back. Reach your right hand out to the side and then turn the palm to face the back. Maybe the hands meet and the fingers can squeeze together for the bind. If they don't meet, it's totally fine. You can just stretch like this with the hands on the back of your top, or just have the hands near each other. We can hold a strap, a belt, or even a towel or flannel will help as well. The top elbows up and the bottom elbows down. You're trying to work the elbows like that to get the maximum stretch through this right shoulder. Keep lengthening through the spine and level your head as much as you can in your awareness. Then you can stay seated or with your next exhale folding forwards. As we inhale, lengthen, and exhale, folding forwards if you like, chin forwards of the knees. You're not rounding too much, trying to extend the left elbow forwards as much as possible. One more big breath, feeling the shoulders, heart lifted, and then slowly coming back up. Shrug out your arms, they may feel really tight. Make some nice circles around your shoulders. Now we're going to practice spinal twists. So if your knees were bent, you're just going to move the right knee up, the right foot flat on the ground, and we turn to the left. If your left leg is straight, same for the left leg. So the left leg is straight, the right foot's flat, and the knees in towards you. You draw the knee in, hugging the left arm around and the right hand to the back side. Looking over the right shoulder, both hips are pressing down equal, and you're breathing through the belly. Each breath lengthening with an inhale, and exhale drawing lower belly in. Feel the belly with the inhale expanding to the thigh. Feel your thoracic spine all the way around your heart, turning, lengthening and turning with each breath. Softening your right shoulder back. And maybe this right hand can wrap around the back. And maybe if you want to try the bind, it can help in one way of stretching your shoulders, but in another way, you've got to remember to breathe deeper because it stops your breath quite a bit. What we do is we take the left arm, the upper arm, in front of the knee, and then reach the hand forward as much as you can, so you're leaning to your right. Press the upper arm and the elbow towards the outer thigh, and then tuck the hand backwards between the legs. The right hand firms round and we meet, and you look over the right shoulder. We're trying to stay up really lengthened, and you can probably see from me what it does is it crumples one shoulder in, so it's not, I don't really kind of practice the bind so much, I like it more like this. But some people like to try it, and I know if you've been practicing for quite a while, it may be nice to try to see what you like. Maybe better for you to do the bind than it is for me. And then let's come back to center. Shrug out your shoulders again. And we'll go to the other side. So crossing the legs the opposite way, left leg over right now for Gokumasana cow face pose. Have a wriggle so the feet are symmetrical and the knees are more or less stacked and your hips are down. Otherwise, we're straightening the right leg forward and the left knee is on top of the right leg. Choosing your options. If the knees are bent, lift up through your hips and then lower back down for a tighter seal. We'll do the forearms again to the back, please. So moving your forearms to the back, holding on to the elbows and the upper arms. Keep lengthening through your spine, softening shoulders back. And I know these stretches are quite intense, so even though we're doing more relaxing, we're not going through so many vinyasas, still a really good stretch for your shoulders in this way to have a nourishing part of your practice that's slow and that you can tap in more with your breath. Let's cross our arms the opposite way, breathing through again, breathing across your heart, big deep breath, softening the shoulders, leveling your head and your face. One more breath. And then let's lift the hands up to the sky. We're bending the right elbow, take the left hand to the elbow and the right hand to the back, palm face down. Then reach the left arm as far as you can, reach it before you take it around, because it does help catch the bind. And then if the fingers come together, of course, tighten them and pull them towards. If the hands are on the top, we're just trying to move the fingers towards each other on the top or the strap. Keep lifting the top elbow up, the bottom elbow down, leveling your body, center to that knee, and lifting through to your crown, but center your face and your jaw as well. We stay here or we fold. With an inhale, lengthen and stay, or exhale, folding forwards, knee and chin beyond the knees if possible. Big deep breaths, breathing through the hips, the heart, the shoulders, breathing through this temple of your body, the four corners of your shoulders, your hips, your heart at the center, shining your star. One more big breath. And then slowly coming up to the top. Well done. Have a shrug out of your shoulders. And let's go for the twist now. Taking the left foot to the ground. Wriggle so you're aligned on your hips. Maybe the right foot can straighten if there's any problem with this right knee at all. Or the right knee's bent and the foot is still to the outer edge of the hip. Flatten the left foot, always keep it flat. Wrap the right arm around. We look round to the left with our left. Shoulder peeling back. Lifting your heart. Noticing the twist from your solar plexus around the lower ribs. Your hips with your sacral. Your feet down to your root. If you like, you can take the left hand to the back space. And again, if you want to work on the bind, we're reaching the right arm forward, hook the elbow and the upper arm to the left front of thigh. Reach again forward, press again, and then take the hand underneath to find the bind as you look around. Check in whether it's right for you or whether you just want the half bind. Lifting with the inhale, expanding your belly. Exhale, draw lower belly in. Inhale to press the belly against the thigh. Exhale to draw lower belly in. Turning with your breath. Breathing through. Feeling your heart, throat, third eye, to your crown. Looking over that left shoulder. And then slowly coming back to center. Great. Have a little shake out of the legs forward and shrug our arms. And it's 5-2. Wow, it's gone quick. We'll lower down with our core, feet to the ground as we reach our hands forward. Start to lower down through the back, slowly as you can. Lifting through your core, softening your face and your shoulders as you go down. Let's shake the arms, shake the legs again. All the joints and the flesh shaking after those stretches. Then we'll try a nice stretch, sleeping pigeon. So let's take our left outer ankle on top of the right knee. Have either hands around the thigh or around the shin as you hug the knees in. Flexing the feet, maybe point and flex the feet a few times. You can even circle the right ankle around one way and then the other if you like. I forgot to say, but if you can't draw the knees in, I think you all can, but if you can't, the right foot can stay flat on the ground and the left knee up to the side. That's another option, of course, to rest like that. As you hug the knees in, just feel this nice stretch across the hips and the left hip. Soften your shoulders, your face. Taking 2 more big breaths, slowing down. And then release your hands, but keep the legs as they are, and we'll move the knees over to the right. So move all the way over to the right side. And you can cactus your arms so the elbows are bent, palms facing up. Try to level the shoulders. The shoulders are resting to the ground. And notice the left hip, moving the left hip away from the left lower ribs and the shoulder. So the left hip is drawing down in action towards the top of the mat. One more big breath. Feel this nice spinal twist. And then we'll go a bit further. Take the right hand on top of the left thigh. Reach your left hand out at shoulder height, palm facing up. We just turn a bit more, moving the left hip over the right a tiny bit more for a deeper stretch. 2 more big breaths, please. And then let's slowly come back to center. Have a shake out the legs if you like that, and we'll go over to the other side. Right outer ankle on top of the left knee, hands to the thigh or the shin again. Flexing and pointing the feet a few times. And circling the left ankle round one way, and then the other if you like. As you draw the knees in, soften your shoulders, your face. Feel the breath through the hips into this right hip. Breathing through the back of the body on the ground. Melting your heart. One more big breath. And then let's lower the legs over to the left. Cactus the arms again. Elbows are shoulder height and bent. And the knees go over to the left. A few breaths here. Breathing through. Feeling into this right side. Into the shoulders, your face and jaw. Relaxing all to the ground. And then we take the left hand to the right top of the thigh. Extend the right hand, shoulder height, palm facing up. And gazing to the right as you take the right hip over the left, maybe a tiny bit more. Just stretch out and feel the side. Breathing through. One more big breath, please. And then let's come back to center. Shaking your arms and your legs, stretching your fingers and toes away from each other in a straight long line. And then preparing for Shavasana relaxation, you can move the legs out so they're wide, you've got space to relax your hips and your pelvis. Arms wide from the body, palms facing up. Shoulders are soft. As you have a sigh, maybe a few sighs. And as you soften completely, allowing all your practice to soak in. As you notice light from your practice, prana, settling and shimmering through you. This light from your heart with greener energy breezing through. Softening your face, your jaw, down through your throat, across your heart and your lungs. Softening the shoulders and the backs of the shoulders, down through the arms to the fingers and thumbs. Softening through your torso, and sending your heart's loving kindness to all of your internal organs, down to your belly, down to your pelvis, relaxing your hips and down through the legs, softening to your feet, softening the soles of your feet and your toes. And with loving kindness, allowing this relaxation, this light, this softening all the way through, all the way to the crown of your head, your mind. As you send loving kindness to your mind, be kind to yourself more, be kind to others more. And as you rest in your heart center with this loving kindness, feeling the peace, the love, read two quotes. One is first by Barbara D. Angelis. Love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver. And the next by Jean Jacques Chiro. What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? And as you rest with this loving kindness inside, sending loving kindness to you, to your family and friends, and out to all around the world. Thanking your heart, your inner teacher. Thanking your body, all the movements, all the energy.
thanking your mind for all the knowledge. Resting your heart as you start to seal this in, sealing in with thanks and gratitude. And starting to wake in your own time, moving your fingers and toes, wriggling, circling your wrists and your ankles, and taking a stretch any way you like. Tucking your knees in to move to your side for a few moments, please. And as you say thank you again to yourself, coming up to seated. Let's take our hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra, pressing the palms together. And I'll read a translation of Namaste, which is a longer translation than I normally say. As you bow your head to your hearts, I honour this place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honour the place in you which is of truth, of light and of peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.